Want to get cheat sheets, audiobooks, lessons, apps, and much more every month for free? Just click the link in the description to get your free language gifts of the month.
Hi everyone, I'm Jae-hui. Welcome back to Top Words. In this lesson, we'll be talking about 10 most romantic ideas for date. Let's begin. 촛불로 장식된 저녁 식사, candlelit dinner. 촛불로 장식된 저녁 식사, candlelit dinner. Yeah, I think it was very romantic to have a candlelit dinner, which I never had before. I think some restaurants can prepare that for you. I'm not sure if it is a good idea to do that at home though. I can see these days people buy electronic candle instead of the real one and put it around the table to have a kind of candlelit dinner. 촛불로 장식된 저녁 식사. In a sentence you can say 촛불로 장식된 저녁 식사는 로맨틱해요. A candlelit dinner is romantic. 긴 산책을 하다. To go for long walk. 긴 산책을 하다. To go for long walk. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, especially these days, because when you take a seat, people usually do something on their smartphones, even though there's someone else on the other side. But when you take a long walk, I think that's kind of a good chance to have a conversation each other, not doing something else. In a sentence, you can say, 사랑하는 사람과 긴 산책을 하는 건 기분 전환에 좋아요. Which means going for a long walk with your loved one is very refreshing. 볼링 치러 가다. To go bowling. 볼링 치러 가다. To go bowling. Even though not many people go for bowling these days, I think you can easily find some places to go bowling in some cities. And I think it can be very special for a date because not many people do that. And, it's not too much like comparing to other sports. So I think you can try to go bowling if you want to do something special for your date. In a sentence, you can say, 볼링 치러 갈래? Do you want to go bowling? 아쿠아리움에 가다. To go to the aquarium. 아쿠아리움에 가다. To go to the aquarium. There's another word meaning aquarium, which is 수족관, but aquarium sounds more like fancy, modern comparing to 수족관. You can find some nice aquariums, especially in Seoul. So definitely you can try to go some of the places for date. In a sentence, you can say, 아쿠아리움에 가면 물고기를 많이 볼 수 있어요. Which means if you go to aquarium, you can see a lot of fish. 오페라에 가다. To go to the opera. 오페라에 가다. To go to the opera. If you want to go to the opera, I think 예술의 전당, the Seoul Arts Center, would be the best place to go. There will be always the opera ongoing, so you can go and try one of them. In a sentence, you can say 예술의 전당에서 공연하는 오페라에 갔어요. I went to the opera performed at Seoul Arts Center. 동물원에 가다. To go to the zoo. 동물원에 가다. To go to the zoo. There's one popular zoo, or we say safari, in the amusement park named Everland. If you go there, you can get on the bus and go around the zoo, which we also call safari, and see the lions, like tigers, sleeping in the wild. In a sentence, you can say, 사자를 보러 동물원에 갔어요. I went to the zoo to see lions. 소풍을 가다. To have a picnic. 소풍을 가다. To have a picnic. These days, I heard that many people go on a picnic near the Han River. Like when you go to the Han River, there's parks around the river. And that's a very good place to have a picnic, especially in the summer, because it's not that hot and the scenery is great. So if you want to take a picnic, I think 한강공원, parks near the Han River, will be the best place to go. 소풍을 가기 위해 도시락을 쌌어요. I packed a lunch to go on a picnic. 저녁 먹고 영화 보다. To have dinner and see a movie. 저녁 먹고 영화 보다. To have dinner and see a movie. I think this is the most common thing that couples do in Korea when they have a date. Because there are a lot of movie theaters. It's not expensive. And if you pay a little bit extra, then you can have a special seat where you can sit together with your loved one on the same couch, on the same bed too. In a sentence, you can say, 내일 저녁 먹고 영화 보자. Let's have dinner and see a movie tomorrow. 페리를 타다, to take a ferry ride. 페리를 타다, to take a ferry ride. If you live in Seoul, I think you definitely have to take a ferry ride in the Han River. It takes about 1 hour and you can see a lot of great scenery around the river. Especially for a date, I think that's one of the best things that you can try, especially in Seoul. In a sentence, you can say 한강에서 페리를 탈 수 있어요, which means you can take a ferry ride at Han River. 해변을 걷다, to walk on the beach. 해변을 걷다, to walk on the beach. Seoul doesn't have any beach, so if you want to walk on the beach in South Korea, I think you have to go to another city. One popular city is Busan, which has the really popular beach called Haeundae. It's really long. I think it'll take about 15 to 20 minutes if you walk from the end to the other end. In a sentence, you can say 해변을 걷는 사람들이 많아요, which means there are many people walking on the beach. Okay, that's all 10 most romantic ideas for a date. I hope you like some of the ideas and try it, and I'll see you in the next video. 다음 시간에 뵙겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요.